Thank you, Mr. President. And it is a privilege to have presented an e-petition from my electorate of Huon to this House earlier this morning. And I'm pleased to speak on behalf of my fabulous constituents in the community of Kettering. Last year, I had the pleasure of joining the Kettering walkers for a lovely walking tour of their picturesque community. The walking group is part of the wonderful Heart Foundation initiative that encourages healthy living by connecting people to become active with the benefit of making new friends. Walking is free and generally accessible. Walking for an average of 30 minutes a day can lower the risk of heart disease, stroke and diabetes by up to 40%. Encouraging Tasmanians to walk has obvious benefits. And the Kettering walkers have certainly become friends of mine, but during our walk it was evident that some of the pedestrian pathways along the Channel Highway are not adequately equipped to accommodate foot traffic. Or much worse, they're actually non-existent and require pedestrians to go bush next to a rather busy regional highway. It's not only unsafe, but the Kettering community deserves and expects better. The local newspaper, the Kingborough Chronicle, visited the site on the 3rd of March, and even then, during the media visit, numerous vehicles travelling south were witnessed passing over the double dividing line into the oncoming traffic lane to avoid pedestrian walkers northward toward the Kettering community hall. It's just a pretty dangerous situation, and the local Kettering community is now bringing the situation to the attention of all members of Parliament and the government. The petition I tabled this morning is seeking Tasmanian government support for the construction of approximately 200 metres of footpath on Crown land that just sits above the Channel Highway and the area between Oyster Court and Oxley's Road. The Kettering walkers have been trying since 2018 to have the obvious issue addressed. And I'd like to thank the walking organiser, Elspeth Howie, for their tireless advocacy in that matter. Elspeth says that it's not only recreational walkers who need a safe space. It's also important for parents and grandparents pushing prams and for school children who walk to catch the bus from Oxley's Road. The Channel Highway in this area is very narrow, but carries a high volume of traffic. The highway is also part of the circular link to the Trail Bay track. However, because there is no pedestrian path, walkers are required to walk on the side of the road with scarce separation from cars. Time and time again, we see that regional communities are being taken for granted. Kettering is a thriving community whose residents pay the same taxes, the same rates as everybody else. In the ethos of the Kettering walkers, we need to support our communities with infrastructure that allows people to be active and to stay healthy and connected. That's why I'm delighted to be able to sponsor the e-petition on behalf of the residents of Kettering. And I'm delighted that the petition is also supported by the Kettering Community Association, and I'm grateful for the expertise and insights of the association's principal petitioner, Dr. Heather Gleyers. Whether it's our children walking to school, people accessing local services and shops, or groups promoting healthier lifestyles, we need to do all we can to ensure our infrastructure is safe and fit for use. What currently exists in Kettering is actually neither. Let's make sure this issue gets the action it deserves.